Hi, I'm Katie, and today I'm doing the Goodreads tag. Nobody actually tagged me. I'm brand new to BookTube. I'm really excited to do book reviews, but I've done a few, and some of them I'm not ready to post yet, so I thought I might try a tag out. The first question is, what was the last book you marked as read? That would be Death Comes to Pemberley by P.D. James, which I posted a review of the other day. Question number 2 is, what are you currently reading? I am currently reading Fangirl. Yeah, I know, everyone's reading it. When I was in college, I was a huge Harry Potter fan, and I think I spent the entire time writing Harry Potter fan fiction and talking to my Harry Potter friends about Harry Potter fan fiction. So I think I'm gonna really like Fangirl, and I already feel a bit of nostalgia reading just the first few pages. I'm also reading Emma by Jane Austen. I actually have never read this book, even though I'm a huge Jane Austen fan. It's always been a little dry for me, and I've never made it. But with Emma Approved out and all of the Emma movies, I thought maybe it's time for me to read this book and get a really good idea of what's going on so that I can actually talk about Emma Approved in relation to the book. Because I already have a lot of opinions about Emma Approved, but I don't think they're very informed. The next question is, what was the last book you marked as to be read? And that is Bleak House by Charles Dickens. I really love Bleak House, the BBC miniseries, and I have been wanting to read that book for a long time, so I threw it on the list and I'm hoping to get to it soon. Question number 4 is, what book do you plan to read next? I don't really know. Currently I have 2 books that I'm reading. I generally just pick what I want to read as soon as I'm finished with my book. I'd really like to read The New Hunger by Isaac Marion. I don't really know when I'm going to do that, but it's the second book in the Warm Bodies series, and I really enjoy Warm Bodies, so hopefully I can get that. Question number 5 is, do you use the star rating system? And the answer to that is I do, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I have some old books that I rated one way and some new books that I rated another way. I can't really decide. It's a little bit arbitrary. I don't know. It's something I should probably work on. Question number 6 is, are you doing a 2014 reading challenge? And the answer is yes. I picked 25 because I've only just really gotten back into reading in the past 2 years or so, and I do have a ton of books to read that I've kind of been waiting to get to, and a bunch that I've found from BookTube, so I think I'm gonna make it. I've already read 4 books so far this year. It's been a little slow because I've been busy, but getting back on track by reading Emma and Fangirl at the same time. Question number 7 is, do you have a wish list? I do have an Amazon.com wish list that I try to keep updated for family and friends, although I don't think anyone really knows about it. I'm pretty sure that the annotated Pride and Prejudice has been in there for like 4 years. That book looks so cool. I guess really the thing is that I would probably only want to buy myself books, as I know what I want, and I would hate for someone to buy me a book that I might not read. Question number 8 is, what book do you plan to buy next? That's a good question. I think I'm going to pick up The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. I saw that there's a BookTube group on Goodreads that is reading that next month. I'd like to get involved with that, even if it's just to talk about some books with people, because I really don't have anyone to talk to about what I'm reading right now. The next question is, do you have any favorite quotes, and would you like to share a few? I do. Not a lot that come to mind immediately, except for the quote that inspired the name of my channel. It is from Northanger Abbey, and I'm just going to read it real quick. It is only a novel, or, in short, only some work in which the greatest powers of the mind are displayed, in which the most thorough knowledge of human nature, the happiest delineation of its varieties, the liveliest effusions of wit and humor are conveyed to the world in the best chosen language. The first time I read Northanger Abbey, that really jumped out at me. It was so random, that chunk of book where it's just like, novels are amazing, brah! That really resonated with me. I really like that quote. I have a lot more from Jane Austen's work and from other books that I've read, but I don't really keep track of them, and maybe that's something I should do. Question number 10 is, who are your favorite authors? I suppose I should include Jane Austen. I'm talking about her a lot. I don't even think I've read a Jane Austen novel in like a year, because I kind of needed some time to read something else, because before I got back into reading I was really just I read Jane Austen every year kind of person, and whatever was assigned when I was in college, feel like most people on the internet, I do love John Green's books. They're not my favorite, but I like the way that his narrators talk. It's really conversational and poetic somehow at the same time. There's a writer named A. Lee Martinez, and he wrote a book called Helen and Troy's Epic Road Trip. It's about a girl with minotaurism and like the popular boy in school. They go on a road trip after they're approached by this god, like made out of hamburger meat. It sounds weird when I'm talking about it, but it's really funny and it's really smart, and I think it's YA. I don't know, I don't usually read YA, but I loved that book so much. I was like, what other books has this guy written? I want to read them all. So far I've read A Nameless Witch, and that's it, but he's got some other cool books. They're really different, they're kind of quirky. I really dig it. So, A. Lee Martinez, Jane Austen, Isaac Marion. I'm actually trying to read more women writers, so if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments so I can check them out. Question number 11 is, have you joined any groups? No, I haven't, but maybe I will. I don't know. I find people on Goodreads are kind of obnoxious, and maybe that's because I don't have any friends on Goodreads, but when I read reviews I get really annoyed. So, I don't know. I need friends. Anyway, that's about it for my Goodreads tag video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you have any book suggestions. I'm really looking to read women writers, as I said, so send me your suggestions and I will check them out. And I'll see you next time. Bye!